why not give it a go? And let's talk about today some of the news that's happening. And it's late March. Most of us are working from home or currently isolated at the moment. And who knows? Who knows what's happening? A lot of uncertainty, a lot of confusion, a lot of different countries imposing different laws to stop the spread of this virus and pandemic. But what we do is we DJ, we mix, and we do music. And music is interesting in a time like this because music is what a lot of people use to change their perspective, to change their mind. We can really hone that power to help people get through this. Sometimes people listen to sad music when they're feeling sad or when they want to feel sad. They can instigate it. Have you ever had that feeling? I know the other day when I was feeling sad, I really wanted to listen to the song, some Macy Gray, some old music. So we really can make a difference. We've seen a lot of DJs go to streaming. They're doing some online streaming. It's interesting to see how people can adapt what they do. So let's pump through a bit of some news. Let's see what's happening. So we're doing this live, so I'm learning this as you are. And we're finding out that Virtual DJ is coming to Denon DJ Prime Gear, says developer. The source is from Digital DJ Tips. And just from reading that title, that's kind of exciting. Denon did recently bring out a lot of quite awesome looking gear. That Denon Go, I believe, is like a battery powered mixer. And there's people that are taking these things on planes. They're going all over the place. Quite an interesting thing. Anyway, let's jump into that because that's quite interesting. Virtual DJ has always been it's always been in the background a little bit, and it's always kind of been overshadowed by Serato and Rekordbox. Interesting. So all this was is some people have shared some screenshots, and we see the SC5000M Prime players working with Virtual DJ. Due to issues around motor control of the unit's platter, we would expect pretty quickly for Virtual DJ to work on all Prime units, which would include Prime 2 Virtual Go. Okay, so we've still got a little while to wait. The reason I love Virtual DJ, though, is their free trial. I think that's actually how I first ever tried digital DJing, which was through Virtual DJ. It's good to know that they're still around, still kick in many years later. Anything else interesting? Oh, here's some tips on some live streams. 10 live streams DJ set mistakes you should stop making immediately. Ah, cool. I like this author. What's her name? DJ Stacy, the track star. So let's just go through that top 10. We won't read all the articles, but so one is not considering your backdrop. Good point. Didn't really think about that. Not announcing that the music doesn't belong to you. Okay, that's good. Copyright, being responsible. 3 is not responding to comments, not being engaged. Interesting. Not giving the context. What's that about? Not all of our followers are DJs. Let people know what is going on and for how long. Okay, a little intro. Not asking for tips. Okay, there you go. No money involved. Not using a name drop. Poor sound quality. Obviously, that can get you. All right, this is getting a bit old. Let's see. What else? What's the top news? Oh, this is still news, which is great. The Moog app is free now. So a few companies are offering a lot of free stuff, and we just put out our free guide, djmentors.com/DJ Guide 2020. But I think what's even cooler is Moog and Korg just released their free stuff. So Moog is a synthesizer, very, very famous, known for its incredible analog circuitry. And for a long time, they've had the digital version that you can get on your iOS and your phone and whatnot. So that Moog app is now free. So we can now make as much kind of Moog-tastic, awesome audio that we want. The Moog can make some incredible sounds, and it's got all these oscillators. And even if that sounds complicated, just check it out because it's good fun. It's good fun. A little keyboard interface, which is really cool. The Korg app's also really awesome. All right, let's bring it up. Let's have a little look. So look at the Korg app. This has always been fun. It allows you to kind of, it's like an XY pad. We can kind of move around. We got like drums, and we can basically record and sample things. If you're bored during these times, definitely check out that Korg app. And the Moog one I was talking about before. I don't know if you can hear that. Basically, you go around and you can mess with all these parameters here, change sawtooth waves, turn things on and off. It's kind of crazy. You can make all these awesome sounds. Plug that in, make some tunes, mess around. Good times. Good times. Getting back to the news. DJs unemployed by coronavirus. Now what? So this is a pretty big issue. A lot of I'm in Australia at the moment. All the venues in Australia are closed. All the pubs, clubs, anywhere where a large group of people gather are closed. So what do? Let's look at DJ Tech Tools article and see what they're saying. When will it be over? Oh, that's a provocative. Up to 18 months. MIT released a news brief stating that social distancing efforts could remain in place for up to 18 months. Yikes. This is just the beginning. And obviously that's one estimation. Well, what's happening to them over the last month highlights what's happening to the industry at large. So they show it in a chart here of Live Nation. Obviously, Live Nation is a publicly listed stock, and we don't have the image, but you can obviously see the price going down. So in the past month, it's gone down 55%. Oh. 68% actually, this is saying. Their stock has dropped a total of 68% at the beginning of this year. That's very tough. So a lot of these DJ companies are suffering. I didn't actually realize that Live Nation was a publicly listed company, but obviously you can invest in these companies, and a lot of people are thinking about that at the moment. I wonder if a lot of people are buying DJ gear because people are trying to, I guess, get out of cash and get into assets. So maybe people are buying DJ gear. Who knows? Or maybe people are trying to save because it's uncertain times and they're losing their work, especially the DJs who can't perform anymore. So then this article that we're reading from DJ Tech Tools is saying, were we prepared? So some people, I see, like, they obviously were prepared. They've got their streaming setups. They've got everything happening. But obviously no one could have really predicted this. And who knew we would be here? But obviously it could be 6 to 12 months before everything gets back to normal. Side hustles. That's a good word. Side hustles. And they've put a quote here. Never depend on a single income. Make investments to create a second source. Warren Buffett. So this article then, after that, says, DJing most likely started as your side hustle. So it's always smart to think of other ways that you can be making money, whether it's a job that you can do. Some people are teaching English online or teaching things online. We recently released our online course, djlessons.org, if that's something you're interested in. And it was to meet this need of people being able to learn in their own time. And you don't necessarily need equipment to do that. I like how there's a lot of light being made as well at the same time. A lot of jokes at the moment. It's not necessarily always in good nature, so I think people need to be a little bit cautious. But there is a lot of good humor coming out at this time. Looking at a photo now of these people producing, and they're both in hazmat suits, obviously social distancing, and these two guys have used their Halloween costumes. There's a lot of interesting memes. I'm sure you've been seeing them, and it's good to smile and make light of what's happening. Writing. Oh, that's an interesting one. So obviously some DJs, what does it say? Numerous websites will often pay per article to write about DJ related content. If you're naturally creative, writing can serve as a great way of recording your experiences, getting your name out there, and making some money. It actually plugs itself. Interested for writing for DJ Tech Tools? We're open for some pitches. So there you go. Another way that you can make a bit of money in this downtime as a DJ. And I don't know if this is last but not least, but this is a good point, which is sharpen your skills. If you are making DJ mixes and producing, why not? Why not sharpen your skills? Oh, we see Ollie's just joined. Hey, what's up with NG? We're just having a chat about DJing during this crazy time. The worst thing that you can do, according to this article, is just sit around and do nothing during this time. So that being said, now is the perfect time to get ahead of your peers and make yourself into a better DJ. So we agree with that for sure. And this is now the last point. It's going to be all right. It might sound crazy, but we're serious when we say that everything's going to be okay. So I agree with that. I think at the end of the day, everything will be fine. All right, jumping back. Let's see if we got anything else, anything interesting. We've got a whole lot of mixes coming out. I mean, it's an awesome time to be putting out content, really. How I survived serious technical problems at my last gig. So not everything is about the virus, which is cool. But there's a few other articles here as well about how we can all thrive in isolation. But that topic's getting a bit boring. Let's see what else. Let's talk about some tech. Your playlists. Oh, this is a bit sad. So Spotify to stop working with the DJ app. This saddens me because I thought this was the year of the Spotify streaming services, really. But it looks like DJ, which is that iPad app, essentially has now stopped their support for Spotify. So all the DJs are thinking, I mean, one of the greatest searches in YouTube is how to DJ using Spotify. Because if you can mix with all the music at your fingertips, you can do it on the fly. You can basically do whatever you want. You can take requests. Not that that's always a good idea. So other streaming services like Tidal and Beatport, SoundCloud, they have been looking at this too, and Tidal's been into it. But a lot of people don't use those, so they've had to, go out and specifically buy all these other kind of streaming services, where Spotify is obviously the most popular. So this kind of sucks. So DJing, this really cool app is now saying you cannot DJ with Spotify, and I can imagine there's so legal hoops to jump through at this. It's very grey, very grey. The whole DJ music copyrights. At the end of the day, what I think about copyright is people will come after you when you're making money from their stuff. So if you are not necessarily making money, it's fine to steal stuff. It's okay to steal a bit of music if you're not going to be making money out of it or doing promo for it. So that might even be a bit controversial, but when you start to make big money from something, people are going to come after you. They are coming after you for sure. And I can imagine that's what's happening with Spotify. People are going after them and saying that they're not being compensated for their music being played to hundreds of people. So there you go. So this article is talking about how you can switch from Spotify to Tidal and SoundCloud Go, which is cool. SoundCloud's obviously getting paid. It's got ads. You got to make money, right? You have to make money. What about Apple Music and Beatport? Anyway, it'll come. It'll come eventually. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to do streaming and DJing. But at the moment, Record Pools is probably your best bet. Just finding your music from there. Alrighty. What else have we got in the news? It's all quite similar. It's a lot about streaming DJ stuff, and I think that would be cool. You know, the quality of DJ streaming is going to go up. I guess it's kind of like pirated radios all over the place. It's a new pirate radio days for DJs during this time. So I think we'll end there because most of the articles are all looking quite similar. So yeah, cool. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.